think I'll be able to go all over these places and find stuff. And I have to get my snot rag and my coffee.
Yeah, because you have to cough or something or blow your nose at the beginning like normal.
Is it running?
No, I'm going to go get it.
Yes, it's running.
Oh, so there was.
Oh, yeah, there. I did push the button. Hi, guys.
Yeah, she pushed the damn button.
Okay.
Okay. Good morning.
Sunday, August 1st.
It is.
2021. And I do believe this is episode number 57 because my book is at home and so I have to kind of figure out where we're at. I don't have my
I just sequestered her last night. I just said, it's kind of silly for you to go all the way home and then come back here in the morning. Why don't you just sleep in the...
I did.
So she did. She just stayed here.
Yeah.
Because she had 14 bags.
16 pairs of underwear, 3 extra
For
shirts.
one overnight.
Just in case.
Well, tell them where you went.
Well, wait, first.
Hold on, we gotta get...
Oh, never mind.
Welcome to Flock Around the Table on Sunday, August 1st. Episode number 57. Wearing our gold medals for the Olympics. I'm Deb.
Sue.
Mika.
And we are here at Flock Around the Table, on the table with Filbert.
With Filbert.
Stop
pooping in my coffee, Filbert.
One of the girls actually said that this weekend, said, oh, it's so cute when we put Filbert on Sue's cup.
Fluffy is going to have to come out here and
get
a little screen time against Filbert.
It's a busy day today because we had a busy time this weekend. And
instead of us moving the camera, Deborah moved this way a little bit. I'm not going to try to adjust. No, I should probably adjust the camera. Hang on. No, we have to because you were like almost not in camera.
I know. But
you like to go off the edge anyway.
I'm bigger than life.
You just go over the edge.
Yeah.
She goes over the edge.
So to our athletes in Tokyo, here we are. We got your medals. We're here for you, rooting and everything.
Congrats.
So congrats.
Congrats for the medalists.
Yeah. So Mika had an interesting weekend. She went one way, and we went another way. So there you have it. Flock Around the Table was on the move.
Deb and I went to go meet up with 3 Ply and Frivolous and Frugal up in Chicago for a little mini meetup.
Wonderful.
And Miss Mika it was a last minute thing.
Yeah. So, yeah.
It was
Otherwise,
last minute
we would
thing.
have told you last
She
week.
already had plans to go visit her mom with another friend. Otherwise, we would have drugged her along with too.
Well, I would have gone willingly, but
you'd have to stay in the other room because you snore.
Stop it! Good God!
let it go.
Yeah, just drop it, Deborah. Yeah. So it was a last minute thing.
Let it go. Let it go. Isn't there
Deborah, I'm gonna smack you.
Okay, I will behave. Wait, gotta blow my nose so that we can get started. So anyway, we were in Chicago, up in Hoffman Estates, way up there, and met up with Dawn and Penny and the 3 Plies.
I'm sorry, we have Fred in the house. We have a fly.
Fred's back. He comes back every fall, late summer to
whatever
to
piss us off.
He won't get in. He won't sit still long enough so we can get him introduce him properly. So Fred,
whatever.
It was a fun weekend. We stayed at the Holiday Inn and we sat down. And I got some shout outs here for everybody. Mary and Beth and Sandy and Joyce and Angie and so and so and so and so and so and so. I ran around the room and said, if you hear so and so and so and so, then that's you. That's who I'm talking about. Because I won't remember everybody's name. And they all laughed at that. That was kind of crazy. So anyway.
So hi, so and so.
And so. Hello.
Oh, but if you guys haven't caught it on Instagram yet, go to Instagram and check out our feed because I got this one dancing.
I saw that. I didn't know why she was dancing.
Oh, you didn't?
Well, so there was one gal.
Deborah.
Yeah, Deborah. So she has a thing that she does with her family that every time she travels somewhere, she has somebody record her dancing. So she said, when I pass away,
This is best.
they're going to have this whole long montage of clips of everywhere I've traveled and me dancing in the places that I've gone to.
And she's doing this to piss off her kids.
And then we were like, do you really do that? And she's like, I do. I really seriously do this. And so we were like, fantastic. She like jumped up in the middle and like, okay, everybody, I need your attention. And so then several people got up and danced with her.
Without alcohol.
Yeah, there was no alcohol. There was just
Which was kind of amazing. And
I said, I will videotape this so the world can see.
yeah, we did it
Yeah.
to Twist and Shout.
Yeah, because 3-Ply put
Was
up
there
some...
was there music?
No, we
Yes,
just...
no, there was
Angie
music.
had it on her phone.
Angie from 3-Ply, she pulled up some music, Twist and Shout, on her phone. So there was music.
I didn't have the sound turned on, but I did see you dancing, and I thought, oh well, that's Deb.
That's Deborah for you.
And I didn't know the other
Deb
people.
and Deborah.
It was, and her name was Deborah.
Yeah.
So Deb and
Yeah,
Deborah.
yeah.
Yeah, she went out to back to her room to get something, and then we did the drawing. So I put her name in it, and she ended up winning a bag.
She did.
She goes, I feel I should share this with you, and I'm like, no, it's yours. Go ahead. I did that. I didn't want you to miss out,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
and Filbert won, and
Filbert won a bag.
Wonderful weekend. Just fun to sit and knit and laugh, and people came and went, and locals went home for dinner and then came back or did their thing, and so even some of the locals that lived 15 minutes away came and stayed
the
overnight.
night. Stayed the night at the
excuse.
hotel
It
because
was
they're
fun.
like, well, it's a knitting retreat. I have to stay the night.
Yeah. Well, it makes sense to
Away
me.
we went, and
It was fun.
It was fun. It was good. A lot of Wisconsin people, and I met some wonderful people that, wow, just and very talented. Oh, the group was so talented. The show and tell was amazing from what they had done.
Yeah.
And, Dangling Conversation Shawl was a very popular one, and one of Stephen West's was very popular.
The Rockefeller.
The Rockefeller or the Vestas or something like that. Wasn't that the other one? I can't remember.
Vertices Unite.
Vertices Unite. That was it.
Yeah, I've seen that on a podcast somewhere.
Yeah.
Wow,
Dawn had done it.
Well, then there's a bunch of people there's a bunch of podcasters that are doing it because it was
a knit along or something.
Yeah. So there's a bunch of folks doing it.
The one biggest question kind of that came out of Stephen West was, did you see his latest one? It's just one color. And it's gray. It was just one color, and they so surprising.
So unlike Stephen West.
Yeah. And stuff. So
but it was a good
great.
time.
Good.
It was a good time.
And we drove in Chicago traffic and came back alive.
She drove my car by herself.
I did. Sorry, wait a minute, guys. I got a little lump here I didn't have earlier. Earlier this morning, I was wearing my cowl up here. My cowl.
Oh, you cowlick. You.
So, okay, now you tell us about your trip.
Yeah, what happened with Mama?
Mama's good?
Well, Mama's 94. Yep. So, but all things considered, Mom's doing well. Good. I hadn't been up to see her in a while, and so when I planned this, and Sue and Deb started talking about going to Chicago, I just really didn't think I could.
Oh no!
Rearrange my plans.
Right.
Anyway, so we were in Plymouth, Indiana, and they have a yarn shop there called the Blueberry Cottage. She is celebrating her 1-year anniversary. She opened in August last year.
In COVID. I remember because
we were going to go in October.
You actually caught her like the first month she was open and got in there, and we talked about her on the podcast. So I commend her. Like,
congratulations.
Please go check her out. We don't have yarn shops opening.
Yeah,
we have yarn shops closing.
And she's doing very well. She's added to her inventory.
Yay!
Awesome.
Doing classes.
Good.
And I picked up.
Does she have an online source where you can purchase online?
You can
I think so,
but don't know for sure.
But I don't know for sure. We'll look, and if so, we'll post it here. Really nice lady. Had been a school teacher in Florida, and then moved back home to be with her mom, and had planned on opening a shop earlier, but obviously COVID slowed down the whole process.
Sure.
But they decided to just go ahead and open, and it's done well.
Right.
She
Good.
has a place in there where you can go in and sit and knit, and
Yeah.
they do classes and all kinds of things.
Neato.
So
Awesome.
I picked up some yarn there,
Okay.
and it's a yarn that I have purchased before, but we haven't talked about here, and it is Berroco, and it is their Providence.
So it's their new line this year.
And yeah, it's merino, alpaca, and silk, and it feels
Really nice.
wonderful. It is,
It's a cool color too.
yeah, it's a fingering.
So
It's kind of a tweedy.
yeah. So it's like tweed.
Yeah. Nice.
But I got a sweater quantity. I'm looking at making this sweater, which is Eversun by Berroco. And it's a fairly simple looking sweater, but you make it in pieces. And so and my friends here said, "Oh, you're smart enough. You can make it in the round." And I said, "Sure I am. I'm sure I can do that." So we'll see.
Like I said, that type of plain sweater lets the yarn, you
Do the
display
talking.
the yarn, and the yarn
Yeah.
is doing the talking. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
For anywhere from a stripe to a fade it's a wonderful sweater for that. Oh, this pretty little rust color in here.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Doesn't that feel wonderful?
Yeah. Care instructions: wash in cold, lay flat.
Lay flat to dry.
Imagine that.
But I
I've never heard that.
I told Kathy, the owner, that we'd be giving her a shout out today. So, Kathy, thank you
Shout
so
out
much.
to Blueberry Cottage.
Blueberry Cottage.
Yes, she has a really nice owner loyalty program.
Oh.
Owner loyalty, customer loyalty program.
Customer loyalty program.
Yeah. So,
Nice. I hope she has an online store. That would be really
I hope so
good.
too. I probably could look that up while Deb talks.
Oh.
You probably could.
I probably could drive home and back while Deb talks.
Let's see, what else do I have to talk?
Yeah, what else do you
Oh,
have to
you know
talk
what?
about?
You know what I learned this weekend? I don't know if this is really cool, but I learned somebody's gaming name. Jazzy.
Oh, mine.
Jazzy.
Yeah.
We already talked about sumo, so
Yeah.
that we did. But then she told me this great story about how she did this cool bowling tournament up in Chicago. That was really up in Schaumburg. That was amazing, and we were stuck in
Annual
traffic.
tournament.
Yeah.
Tournament.
It was so fun. That
Yeah.
sounds amazing. It's
Yeah, but they've moved that. So there's a bowling tournament that used to be in Schaumburg. I think it was somewhere else before Schaumburg, but it had always been in Chicago somewhere, called the Peterson Classic. And I haven't verified this, so I could be wrong, but I hear that the Peterson Classic has moved to Milwaukee.
oh.
Now, for 150 years, it has always been in Chicago, so I'm not sure
Okay.
what the reasoning was behind that, but it's a goofy ass crazy bowling tournament that they, it's like an obstacle course to bowl it.
I can't bowl non-obstacle course, but yet the obstacle course may be more.
May have
like
been in
my
your
life.
favor.
May- something for me to do.
Yeah, so you like speed bowl, and then there's this wall halfway down the alley where you can't see the pins until after you throw the ball, and then look down. It's crazy. But we always used to go. My husband was a really good bowler, and so he was on.
Is that where he won Wall of Wine?
No, that was golf.
Oh, okay.
That was golf. But a bunch of our buddies up in Minneapolis, they're all really good bowlers, and so when we would drag a new one to the Peterson Classic, we would bet $50 every single time, no matter who it was. Their average could be $250 per game during league, and we would bet them $50 that they couldn't break 100 on the first game at the Peterson,
And they didn't.
and they never won, never.
well,
They would always be like 68, and you throw up a game like 68. They're like, "What the?"
you
They would
gotta
get so
throw
mad.
it through the wall. You have
Yeah.
oil on the track, water,
then a desert.
sand, and then the desert. I mean, and you had
Yeah.
all these obstacles to bowl through.
I would probably do well because I'm not a great bowler.
Yeah, me too. That's what I'm saying.
I actually bowled my very best. My very best time was the first time I ever went there. I hadn't actually entered the tournament. I got there and somebody else couldn't bowl, so I ended up bowling in their place. So I didn't have anything with me, so I bowled with a house ball and house shoes, and that was the best score that I ever had playing at the Peterson Classic because I couldn't bowl my
your
normal way.
Right.
Had to, and so that was my best time. But a lot of good bowlers bowl in that tournament because the purse is $25,000.
Wow.
So a lot of people from all over the Midwest come in and bowl that. It's a 8-month-long tournament too. So they're
we had a yarn crawl. Seriously. At the Chicago one was going on, and they have 4 different regions of yarn shops. And could you imagine hitting with $25,000 in your pocket?
Oh my gosh!
Seriously,
talk about a yarn crawl.
On a yarn crawl.
Yeah, how fun was that?
I'd open up a yarn shop.
Yeah,
I didn't make the jump from bowling to yarn crawls. So, but
we did once though go in a Winnebago, and we tailgated in the parking lot of the bowling alley in our Winnebago.
Oh, I forgot to show our wonderful swag items from this weekend.
Oh, our swag bags.
Our swag items that we got from Frivolous and Frugal.
Frivolous and Frugal and 3-ply. Yeah.
We got this cute little, stitch it little bag type thing
little
for your little
stitch marker tin. It's not a bag, that's a tin.
Stitch markers and a new tool.
Yeah, this is a new knitting tool, y'all.
Isn't this great? Kind of looks like a golf tee.
No.
But
it's a new knitting tool.
And stitch markers and little...
And all kinds of...
fun stuff in there. But
Frivolous
the tool was
and
amazing.
Frugal things in there.
This tool, they came up with a new tool. How amazing.
Of course, it was the other sister who was the golfer that contributed that. But we thought, what a great thing. Like, you could... you could use it for cables.
Exactly.
You could use it to pick up stitches. Mm-hmm. You could use it to count your stitches on your row. We were like, there's so many things in knitting that you could use this for. And if you can't find anything, then you can always use it for golf.
And the smartest thing they did was just stick it in the can, and everybody's like, oh, how cool. And then the look on people's faces when they picked up the golf tee was...
like, what? Yeah. So, at any rate.
So, it was fun. So, thank you, Dawn, Penny, and Joy, and 3-ply. And the swag bag is beyond the best. I mean, this is the Frugal side, and I have to give Penny credit. Boy, she really went over her frugalness.
She went overboard.
Because she didn't go generic.
No.
She went name brand. Okay, guys, here it is.
That's the swag bag.
That's our swag bag. Isn't that good? See?
Well, but it is hefty. It's not Ziploc. So she was frugal that way.
She was frugal that way. And the thing is,
oh my gosh, we love that.
In the middle of the afternoon, so many people.
That's your next yarn bag.
It was the best. And I thought, I love this. I should have had him sign it. Then I could have framed it. That would have been really cool.
Yeah, we should have.
Yeah.
They should. Okay. Next time, Dawn and Penny, that's one thing you need to put on your list. You need to sign your swag bag next time.
Sign your swag bag next time. So, yeah. So we that was the gifts that we got. That was fun. Yeah. I wanted to make sure that we showed everybody the fun and games that we had. Yeah. And the giving that was there. And even though there were so many yarn shops in the area, the group only went to hit one.
Only hit one.
Somewhere in Elgin. Don't ask me. I'm sorry. Oh,
we didn't go
because we didn't.
We were having so much fun with the people. We just stayed.
Yeah,
we just stayed.
So it was fun. Great place.
Okay, the winner of Filbert.
Oh yeah.
I have to apologize. I haven't gotten it in the mail yet, but I'm one step closer. I have it right here now. I promise. I'll get it in the mail this week.
Yeah.
I promise. I will. I promise.
She will. We'll remind her. We'll get on her.
Oh my goodness.
That'll be our mission this week.
That's our mission?
That's our mission.
All right.
Even if we have to come over and take it to the post office ourselves and spend the expense of getting a box and labeling it and writing it out. I don't need to do
that. I have a bubble wrap bag that's big enough, that size, and at work.
Oh, how cute!
And I can send it in regular U.S. mail that way.
I want one of those little bubble bags. I just love those. Look how pretty this bag is.
Do you really want one of those? I'll bring you one next week.
Okay, you do that. Look at how pretty this little bag is, too.
That little bag came from this one right
Oh,
here.
little bag. It's so cute. Filbert, it looks good on Filbert, too. Yeah.
Is the thing that I gave you in there?
Yes, it is.
Look at this cool thing.
Okay, so this is. I think this is going to be a weekly thing, because we can't. I can't come up with the names of things, so we all need help with that. So I could do a weekly giveaway,
And never run out.
I'm never going to run out of stitch markers. But okay, so I found these guys, and your stitch markers fit on them perfectly. You can wear it like a necklace.
Yeah.
And have your stitch markers
Right
or
there.
progress keepers right
there.
around your neck.
Fun.
So,
But don't wear it in the car when
what do you
you've got
call
your
this?
seatbelt.
What do you mean? The necklace?
No, but I mean in the knitting world, what do you call it? I mean, like wearable stitch markers, or
Yeah,
Give
we
me
need
a-
a kind of a fun name
I need
for
a
it.
fun name for it.
So when she itemizes it,
So when I
someday-
give this to you, I can say, well, I
Here,
gave you.
Here's your thingamajig.
I gave you the
Dudamahickey that went with the whatchamacallit on the Duda
the
poo.
flock holder.
Right there.
I don't know. Whatever you guys, leave it in the comment what you want to call this little hangy thing that you can put your stitch markers on and always have them handy.
Well,
What we should call it,
hangy's very, very generic.
and I'll send you one. The winner of that, I'll send them the one.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you change it to the next brand or different kind, then it'll still be a hangy thingy, majiggy,
Right.
Dudamahickey.
But it maybe need a shorter name than
Yeah.
a
It's something that
hangy
maybe you could
thingy-majiggy.
Hey,
can remember.
send me that HD. That's
Right.
hangy dingy.
Whatever. You guys understand what I mean. Like, it needs to be something that makes sense,
But it's cute.
but is cute.
Right. Point of interest, Blueberry Cottage is online. It doesn't look like you can order online.
Oh, so they have a website, but you
Yes, yes.
you can't shop from them.
No, it's in-store shopping. But
We got to get on her about that. I'm teasing,
Mm-hmm.
but at least they have a website.
Yeah.
They have a website, so that's good.
yeah, so you can find out all you need to know about the place.
I'm sure you could call them
Oh yeah, they're
and
not.
go, I'm out of this particular yarn. Do you have one? Can you send me one? Can I
Yeah,
order
I would
it over
bet
the
so.
phone?
I would bet so. If she has it in stock, I think you could probably. Such a nice lady. So
That's
I
good.
would recommend.
I'm glad. I truly am glad. I'm happy to hear that yarn stores are opening.
Yeah.
I really am glad
And-
to hear
and
that
being
yarn stores,
successful.
because I've heard of so many, especially during this shutdown, COVID, all that we've lost so many
Yeah, and
yarn shops. So it's important. Support your local yarn shop.
yeah, and our local yarn shop has been going through different restrictions because of COVID, and we don't have the access to it like we used to. So I want things to get back to normal so we can get back to normal in what we were doing.
Yeah, I understand.
So
I think the whole world is that way.
the whole world wants to get back to normal.
all want it to be back
Yeah.
to normal.
Oh, I have something else to show you.
Do you?
I do. About a year ago, I gave my mother. My mother is a knitter. She's the one that taught me to knit 100 years ago, and I gave her this yarn, which is one of those skeins that the pattern's in the skein.
Yeah, it's yeah.
It's not two different kinds of yarn or anything.
Like she didn't do color work.
No,
She
no.
just-
But she finished my socks,
Look at these. They're so cute.
and I thought they turned out
Look
really
at-
well.
Look at guys. But the yarn does that for you.
Yeah, the yarn does all the patterning.
That's
And
so fun.
so
I like it.
she gave them to me this weekend. She is having difficulty seeing things clearly, and so a friend had to help her with the Kitchener stitch on the toe. But
Oh well.
yeah,
You know, I have friends who see quite fine and need help with the Kitchener stitch on the toe.
that would be
I'm not gonna name names or anything.
Oh, yeah. If I were doing socks, I would probably.
I have friends who won't do patterns if they say anything about a Kitchener stitch in it or a provisional cast on.
I know. I know. Very strange people.
I have friends who designed patterns that have the Kitchener stitch in them.
No, they don't.
The Mika cowl is Kitchener together.
Oh, damn. You're right.
Yes, it sure does. And did you Kitchener yours together?
No, I had somebody else do it.
Exactly. We had some technical difficulties, so sorry you went from a jump to a jump.
Yeah.
So are we...
This isn't just
We're recording.
Okay, no, we're recording.
We had an internal storage problem where I forgot to take some stuff off of my tablet and I hit my storage capacity and the video just shut down.
Right, and when I got up to go that way, I had a storage capacity as well and had to dump my storage as well on the way.
You know, that is
Louise,
way
that was
too
way
much
too much
information.
info.
Yeah.
We didn't need that
Way too
information.
much.
There's too much sitting always.
So
in that thing.
I had to do a
Wasn't
little...
bad food.
I had to do a little technical stuff so that we could continue
So
on.
that's why you see all this fizz here and the question marks going along up here.
So if there's a bunch of wiki-wacky junk in the middle of this video, that would be why. I'm sorry.
It wasn't intentional.
I'm quasi-techie, but not that techie, so I can't.
Way over me.
I can't.
You're not even techie, but you're over me. Because I have a techie at home that I just go, Mikey, fix this.
Well, see, that was the thing. That's the thing with Tim.
Right.
Tim, my oldest son, is a computer geek. I call him a geek, and I say it with love. But he is...
They own it.
He's a techie guy. And so he always fixes those kinds of things for
The
me.
younger generation has
younger
to take care of the
take care of us.
technological stuff.
Well, and
My daughter has to do it for me. Like, I had stuff on my phone that, like, every time I took a picture and I tried to put it on to Facebook or Instagram or whatnot, every picture that I took kept flipping the wrong way. It was driving me nuts. So I finally, when I was visiting with Tori once, I just passed her my phone and I said, fucking fix this for me, would you? Here you go, Mom.
well, that's the thing with my my first Instagram account got
Hacked.
it got hacked, right? And and somehow it ended up with a different name, and so I had to close that one down and start a new one. And I couldn't figure out how to do it, so I handed it to my grandson, who
Just did it.
just fixed it.
Here you go, Grandma.
Here you go, Grandma. It's all fixed.
Which picture do you want to use, Grandma?
Here you go. Speaking of grandchildren,
Ta-da. Segued right into that. Perfectly.
segue. My granddaughter, I saw my granddaughter yesterday, this weekend, and of course I'm extremely proud of her and her brother. But she said that she was watching us. Now she didn't. She said, I don't really listen, but you're good background noise, which is probably the best we're going to get from her.
Caitlin, I love you. It's so cool. I love it.
Yeah.
I just turn it on so I have something to listen to, like I'm not alone.
Yeah. So she's not. Anyway.
That works.
Anyway, and my grandson, I didn't get to see him. He was working. He's got a job that he's had for quite a while now. That he
Pretty soon he'll be the manager before you know it. Because
boy.
he's only been there. He's the one that's been there the longest anymore.
Yeah. He starts his senior year this fall, and I cannot believe that he is going to be 18 and graduating from high school and
Moving on.
all that stuff.
I know.
That's what happens to those darn kids.
They do
I
that.
know, and it happens so much more quickly than it used to.
Well, yeah, and they keep getting younger too. I mean, they just look so much
And taller. Oh, for God's sake.
Oh my! I bet he is. And you
Well,
think he was?
I said to my daughter-in-law,
My daughter doesn't get taller.
Now, girls
she could have some of Ryan's height. I said to
It
her,
would be okay if she had a growth spurt, but it's not
No,
going
I
to
don't think it's
happen.
going to happen anymore. Mm-mm.
I said to Carolyn, how tall do you think he is now? And she said, 6'5". And I said, he's going to have to start ducking to get through doorways.
Okay. Oh, okay. Now wait a minute here. Wait a minute. You come from a short family.
The milkman.
The milkman.
The milkman.
Carolyn, no. You know.
No, but the thing, she's got tall brothers.
Yeah.
But I
Oh.
do think we
Probably
need to
Jean
look
and her
at her mom, because her father wasn't particularly tall.
Okay.
Unless
Well, but if she's
remember.
got tall brothers, it's probably. It's obvious in the family.
So-
Everybody but my younger brother in our family is like 5 to 5 foot, and then he comes out at 6, looking like he's,
The milkman.
the guy from Czechoslovakia with the dark hair and the. You can put a yarmulke on him and think he was, a Jewish guy.
Where?
No, he looks like
Where the hell?
No,
she
no.
scrolled so many times there.
Just in that little Czechoslovakia with a
Czechoslovakia
yarmulke.
and a yarmulke. What the flying flock of birds is she?
Where is she?
Our
but
neighbor even said that to him. Said to ask when they first moved in across the street many thousands of years ago. Even asked if how thoughtful mom and dad were to adopt one of these little Jewish boys from Israel and Jerusalem.
Well,
Not Czechoslovakia.
Not Czechoslovakia, but he looks Eastern European because he's got that coloring. But it's his hair and his beard that have the curls.
So you're talking about the Mennonites.
Or the Hasidic Jews or something that have the curls on there, and if he leaves it go, he gets this curl going down his.
As a child, he had these beards.
He got a beard like
At 4.5, he had
like
a beard.
12 or something. Well, he was in high school when they moved in. Anyway, I digress. I'm gonna
Oh,
stop
what a
talking
surprise!
about that.
I had a brother who, and my family is short. My father was probably 5'7", 5'8", and my brother was 6'2". So there is
height.
a speck of gene somewhere.
Yeah.
But anyway, Ryan is
He's
going
like
to start.
Jamie's pretty close to Jamie.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and girth as well.
Senior year. Oh man. Good
So-
luck. Have fun, Ryan. Don't not do anything. Get out there and do it all.
Well, my oldest, real brother. I have three stepbrothers, 2 real brothers, and even my stepbrothers. We're all really dark brown hair, virgin on black, dark eyes, brown eyes. And my mom was brown hair, brown eyes. My dad is brown hair, hazel eyes. My oldest brother is blonde hair, blue eye. I said,
That's a lost gene
He's from
you
the
picked up
milkman.
somewhere. Yeah.
Well, that's what Mother would say. People
from the milkman.
would look at Mom and Dad and then my brother Greg and would say to Mom, "Where does he get his height?" And she would say, "From his father."
From his father.
Yeah, and so they'd look like
Yeah.
not this one. I mean, anyway.
Right.
Well, and
If my oldest brother didn't look like it's the spitting image of my grandfather,
right. You would have
thought he was adopted.
Yeah.
Right.
But everything, all his features,
right.
or the spitting image of my grandfather, they were like carbon copies, just 2 generations apart. You would
That
have thought he
happens
was
sometimes. But Caitlin, while we're speaking of wonderful grandchildren, is also tall.
Great
And
soccer player. We're going to be watching her on the Olympics someday.
I talked last time or time before about her being on an elite soccer league, and my daughter-in-law was contacted by a college scout.
And how old is she now?
She's 13.
See, I didn't think they
and
could
they're
do
going
that.
to be
8th grade?
Yeah.
7th, 8th grade?
8th grade.
8th grade.
And they're
Well,
going
you know,
to
and
they're going to
maybe-
be following her.
Right, and maybe they thought because she was on this elite thing, they thought she was probably a little bit older.
Well,
Whatever.
it is no, they start following them in 8th grade.
No. Yeah, some do. Yeah, I would imagine.
But-
Well, yeah, because you got to keep an eye on these kids. In
Well,
case she moves, I mean, let's just say he changed jobs and moves to Northern Michigan.
Oh, whatever.
They may
It
want
doesn't-
to, she's still
No,
keep an
they-
eye on her.
She's also an excellent student. So
That's good.
Her mother's counting like scholarship. So we'll see. Caitlin's a pretty amazing kid, but so is Ryan. They're both just great.
Carolyn's going, scholarships, and Tim's over there going, Disney World.
Well, they've canceled their trip to Disney World because Carolyn doesn't want to go on vacation and wear a mask.
You don't have to wear a mask outside. You don't have to wear a mask inside.
But everything is inside unless you're standing in line.
Yeah, but you're only on there for a second or two once you get. I mean, you're outside forever at Disney.
So, well, that's
whatever.
what she decided to do. So
Yeah.
they're
Okay.
they're
Well, that's
their
fine.
thing.
Next time. So
That's the thing.
yep, and they love Disney, but
me too.
not this time.
Well, and I'm going on a cruise for my birthday trip instead of Disney because Florida is just too hot in September and I'm too old to enjoy it. Otherwise, I'd be in there in September. But October 1st, 15
You also
years.
said it would cost you
More.
twice as much
Oh, yeah.
to go to Disney as it would to go on the cruise.
Oh,
I'm
that-
going
yes,
on a
on
Carnival cruise and we're running a super cool special. I don't know if they still are, so don't.
They're
don't
paying you
yell
to
at
get
me.
on the cruise ship.
Seriously,
Almost.
it is. And I have a room all by myself with no premium. It's amazing. And I thought I can go on this trip, spend half what I would at Disney just on the basic cost. And not even any more than what I would spend because I'd have to pay for meals at Disney. And of course, there would be items I'd have to have.
You mean you don't have a shop on the cruise ship that you can buy
Yeah, but it's
14 more Disney pins?
But they don't have, no, they don't have, because it's not a Disney cruise.
Right.
And I'm not collecting Carnival or
No.
celebrity cruise ship
No, you're
pins
not.
yet.
Okay.
So, yeah, I won't be buying any of that. And they only have all these fancy designer people in their shops. You know,
Oh, yeah.
Michael Kors and other people. And I'm going, that purse is, how much? Yeah.
Yeah,
And I did, and casinos don't play out that good. So,
yeah.
what always kills me is when they have the art galleries on the cruises. Yeah. And I'm thinking, okay,
Because you need it in your stateroom.
I guess, but they every cruise I've been on
Hey, Rose.
has art gallery. It has an art gallery, and they're always featuring some cool artist. The last one we were on was Brito, out of Miami. He's
Brito?
Brito, Britto. He does some.
Oh, that was the
Disney
artist. I thought you were
artist.
talking about a cruise ship, and I thought I never heard of them.
I've heard of that cruise ship.
Yeah.
Now, it was a celebrity eclipse that we were on. I don't know the name of this one. I'll look it up and get back to you on that.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's critical information.
Well, I'll be here after I get the cruise, but not before I go on the cruise. So that Sunday will be without me.
Oh, damn. We'll have to dress up a chair again.
The chair looked really good, I have to admit.
I don't know. We might have to contact up Notorious Amy.
Yeah,
Not too far away. We could see if she wants to.
flock around the table
that.
at gmail.com, get a hold of her.
The
We may see if you can, sub in for Deb. Although I don't. Well, nobody can replace her.
no,
But if you can squirrel, we are going to count the number of times that her substitute can squirrel. See if she can even
Keep
come
up?
close to
I
Deb.
don't think so. No, I don't think anybody
Nobody
comes to that.
well, to tell you the truth, you and I have a trip planned to Grand Cayman in November,
Allegedly, yeah.
allegedly, that I am really thinking about canceling.
And I really think you should.
And because Cayman isn't
They
allowing
keep
airplanes.
flipping,
Yeah, they won't
flopping.
let airplanes land. They're going to.
So you have to parachute in.
I've always wanted to do some parasailing.
The parasailing is a little bit different than parachuting.
Yeah, but the thing is, I think I could probably figure it out, but my suitcase probably couldn't land well.
None of them.
But
Well,
they
that's
would
no
have their
different.
own parachute.
Yeah,
they
but
would each have their own, like,
that's-
army issued parachute for your luggage.
Well, the problem is that they're tentatively going to open the airport mid-October. Tentatively.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
see,
you can't even get an
yeah.
airplane ticket before
know,
then.
right.
So that's just. So if you're okay with it, I'm going to go ahead and cancel.
Right.
I don't
We
know
were-
when I'll
we were-
reschedule, but
Yeah, we were mentioning that this weekend about some people with travel and things, and they said, sure, if you want to quarantine me for 5 days on the beach and, pick up my beer tab and everything else, great, sure, I'm coming down.
They don't
Yeah,
do
but they're
that.
They're
gonna-
not going to do that. You're stuck
No.
in some little closet if they're watching you on a camera.
That you would pay for at a hotel, and then you had to pay, whatever. We're not going to be.
See, look.
We're not going to be that. We're
And
not going to be
Sue's
that
working
person.
on her wonderful. Isn't that cute? So.
oh, I like
darling. Yeah,
I like the colors.
that's wonderful. Yeah,
That's
if
where I
we
am
could
this
just
week,
pronounce
guys.
what it is.
Kuschelig.
Kuschelig.
Gesundheit.
Yeah, that's what we're. Sorry, designer, but we're renaming it Gesundheit.
It's a German designer. That's fine. You know, I'll put the link up to the pattern below. It is a pay-for pattern. But
It looks great.
It's designed for minis. I'm doing it in full skein solids. You guys know the story behind that, but yeah, I'm liking it.
I am too.
I think it'll be really cool once it gets a lot bigger.
Actually, I think it'll be pretty warm.
It will be pretty warm, but
I started a new hat on the way home.
she did.
I learned something new. Believe it or not, I learned something new in knitting.
That she learned from me.
That I got from her. When I cast it on, I did the first row in knitting, and then you just weave this in and it tightens it right back up. It's so cool when you do. And I'm not doing it over here. You notice this, guys? I'm doing
she's
it right
doing
here.
this so fast you guys didn't follow. I will actually come in here.
Isn't that neat?
When you do a hat in the round,
okay,
cast on your number of stitches that you need, and then knit back flat so it looks like it's flat. You're not joining it in the round yet. Mm-hmm. You knit back flat so you have one row of regular knitting in, and then you join it in the round. It's easier to not twist it and get a Mobius, so you end up, it's easier to join. And then you take the end and you weave in that one stitch. When you weave it in, you pull your unjoined stitch together.
this is just going to be a basic beret type thing.
Yeah.
I showed it when I got back from Florida. This is Yarn Love, and the name is All My Love.
It's going to spiral up like this is going to spiral up like a candy cane.
Yeah, pretty cool. When in the pattern I was doing, the shawl I was doing, I decided you just didn't see either the yarn doing its thing,
or the pattern,
or the mock lace type section. You lost them both.
Yeah, you lost them both. It was very jumbled.
It was, and so I'm liking it much more now too. This was
I think it's going to look like a pink candy cane.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
If you make it up to a point, then we can bend the top over.
There's a pattern.
Oh,
You're doing
I'm doing a pattern. It's a basic beret pattern.
It's kind of a beret. I knew exactly where you were going. And I may have to get some of that yarn just to do that.
That would be fun.
It would be fun.
That would be fun. It's just a basic beret pattern. Let me find the front.
Seashell Beret.
And she gives you options on how to change just the basic look of it to like maybe put pearl rows. I know it's very light, but look it up on whatever.
I'll put a link in.
Whatever you look it up. And it's nice.
Yeah. You look it up. I'll look it up. And I'll put the link in.
And she says it's good for minis too. So there you have it.
Yeah. Seashell Beret.
Seashell Beret by, doesn't tell me who it's by. Enjoy the pattern.
It's a secret.
Okay, well, whatever. Look it up. Seashell Beret.
Notorious Amy, we need you. Just please.
And Mary, you could probably come down from Wisconsin too because you do okay there. So
Deborah.
What?
Not you, Deborah.
Oh, Deborah.
Deborah. Come down and fill in Deb's spot.
She was from Columbus, Indiana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, up? Is that up or down?
Down. Columbus.
Columbus is south from here.
South Indiana.
Oh, Deborah, come up.
But it's only about an hour, so it wouldn't be.
So come up.
And I think we could probably get someone else over to do it. So
I'm not worried about it.
great weekend, great
We can
time.
actually handle it without
Yes,
you
we
anyway.
can.
We've proven that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what are you guys going to do this week? Anything good?
Work.
This week is just, I don't have a bunch of anything planned. I'm going to meet you we may go to a movie.
May go to a movie, and you know what I'm going to do on Thursday?
God, I don't even want to guess.
Oh, you have to know. $3 Thursday at the State
Fair. Oh my God.
And the way they're doing our State Fairs, they're doing it Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. They're off Monday and Tuesday. But they added a weekend, so I get $3 Thursdays instead of two $2 Tuesdays. So
She gets so excited on the stupidest.
it's $3 to get in, and every little vendor has a $3 special so that you can try all this cool stuff for $3. And then if you don't like it, you're only wasting $3.
Like macaroni and cheese with bacon, because that's so original.
But it would, the way they do
They're
it
probably
might
going
be
to
cool.
deep fry it.
Wouldn't be. That's Indiana for you.
No, that's state fairs.
I
That's
think
every
that's state fair. I don't think that's just
Every
Indiana.
state fair has to have some. Everything has to be on a stick.
Right. But what's nice is you can get a smaller funnel cake. So you're not eating 8,000 calories. You're only eating 4,212 because you got a little one. And then you won't
But
be
it's the
overly
same price
filled.
as the big one. So
No,
I'm
no,
gonna
no.
Get,
It's only $3.
It's only $3. So if you don't want to eat the whole thing, you don't have to. So I'm going to State Fair and I'm going to see pigs, and I'm going to see cows, I'm going to see chickens, I'm going to go see the ducks because the baby chuck.
this is a knitting thing. Could you go see the
And
sheep and the
I
llamas?
do. I always go to sheep.
She names every
Now,
other animal first.
The llamas will come in and it's funny because you walk in and they're walking around with their heads up like this and they look at you as if to say, get the hell out of my sight.
Well, you need to bring Filbert.
I'm gonna bring
and
Filbert.
whack him over the head.
I'm going to go, wait, Filbert's with us. Maybe I'll wear Filbert instead.
You could wear a Filbert.
Put it up in your chest. Dear God.
I know. I'm a bit tired, guys. I think I'm wearing out. So.
Mark that on your calendar. Mark that on your calendar.
Okay, I'm up now.
So there was something I was going to ask.
Did you write it down? Did you show your socks?
Yes.
Did you?
Yes.
Did I miss that? You showed it when I was in the bathroom.
No.
No.
I was sitting here.
Oh, for
Yes.
fuck's sake! You know what? We gotta go.
I don't remember. You did it when I wasn't here.
No, you were here.
No, I
go
wasn't.
home and watch it, and you'll see that you were sitting right here.
All right, this is one time I'll go home and watch myself so I can see the socks. I didn't see the socks, so I didn't get the chance to see them. And feel them and write it down. I would have written it down if I had seen them. All I saw was Berroco. You did it when I was in the bathroom. Mom, you did a great job. She's going to go cough and she's going to go ahead and turn me off right in the middle of it. So before...
You can turn it off. I'm tired of sitting there listening to you talk about the same thing you talked about. So I'm
You
going
know-
to the bathroom and see you later. Bye, guys.
Bye, Susan. Bye. We'll see you all next week. Then have a good, safe weekend.
Don't forget to leave your comments.
Ding the bell.
If you made it all the way through this and didn't turn it off midstream,
Yay!
good for you. You may want to subscribe. You may not. I don't know.
Who knows?
But we always love our new viewers and we love our subscribers. And keep
Thanks,
knitting.
everybody, for a great weekend in Chicago. We love you all, and Mom, and Ryan, and
Caitlin.
Never mind, I can't keep going. And so and so and so and so and so and so.
All right. Bye.